Hey everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video. It's finally here, guys. However, today in today's video I'm gonna be showing you everything about Sock's new game, EON. Of course, this game just came out in the morning, and yeah, we're gonna in today's video I'm gonna explain everything what you need to do, how to be good at the game. I'm gonna be explaining all the characters, all their abilities, and maybe I'll try and explain how to find a good matchup for for the characters, their best counters and best comps. So yeah, this game is currently on beta. You can see the word alpha in the bottom right corner. So there will be some bugs, and Sock and the team need your help to comment in their Discord server what things need to be fixed, what things needs to be added, and what needs to be improved. So yeah, this game just came out in the morning, and what is this game is about is it's a team game where two teams battle out for one objective, and the first team to complete it will win. Of course, there's only one game mode, which is called King of the Hex, of course, with two maps. That's the only game mode and only teams. That means there's no free for all. Maybe they will add free for all very soon, but we'll see. For now, we have only teams. They have the settings, which is the same thing as always. The controllers, the graphics, audio, and advanced. Those are the same thing. But Salk has and his team has their own controller, EON controller, which you could download it in the website called Game Jolt. There's let's see, there's 12 heroes you can play as. Of course, each hero has their own ability and their own attacks, their own weakness as well. And each character has like traits. There are 4 tanks, 4 damage dealers, and 4 support characters. So yeah, the first thing I'm gonna be doing is showing you all the characters. So yeah, I'm gonna be showing you all the characters and how to play the game. Actually, I will show you how this game works. So EON is a fast-paced MOBA game inspired by Gigantic, Overwatch, and TF2. Players choose their characters and divide into 2 teams. Each character has their unique strengths and weaknesses. To get the most out of this game, you need practice. You won't be a pro player right away. Don't worry though, find the character that suits you the most and go get him, Tiger. And teamwork. Try to cooperate with your team to achieve the objective. Usually this means helping them out. Playing together and be nice. Seriously, don't be toxic. That's a no-no. Of course, just like the game Brawl Stars, you have to team up with your team and help them out. And seriously, yeah, don't be toxic. And here are the controls, just like Bomb Squad. Every hero has their own unique skills that need to recharge. They can use with these buttons. So yeah, just like in Bomb Squad, they have these buttons like that. The orange one is a primary attack, which this doesn't need to be recharged. And buttons 1, 2, and 3 are the abilities. And of course, they need to be recharged before using them again. So yeah, that's how everything goes for the game. You need teammates, and you need to practice as well. Which of course I will show you. I will practice while explaining every character. Let's start off with the tank, shall we? The first tank of the game is Trigger. All of my way will fall. Not much is known about Trigger, except for the fact that if anyone stumbles upon him, the last thing they'll ever see is the blood red light of his eye. His primary attack hits with his hammer hands, and he has 3 abilities. Of course, each hero has 3 abilities of their own. The first ability that Trigger has is a power dive. It's a powerful jump and then dives, creating a blast on impact. Charge dash, a dash forward which ends with a bang, blowing enemies away. And Red Rock Blast, charges up a blast which damages enemies and knocks them back. Of course, this guy's a tank and he has the ability to knock his enemies back. And so yeah, that's all everything about Trigger. He's a tank and his abilities are to knock you back players, and his primary anyway is hammer hands. The second tank is called Sir Oinsworth. Long live in the mud. A proud knight of Snoutshine, he takes his job very seriously and will fight till his last breath. Sir Oinsworth's abilities change depending on his current wield weapon. So this means that this character is the only character that can switch weapons. Now he has three abilities. His first ability is Sneeze or Mud Slam. When equipping the blades, he charges a powerful sneeze projectile. That means he shoots a green ball, like a sneeze, a snot, or booger, at his enemies. While equipping the shield, he slams it on the ground, knocking his enemies back. The next ability is Bleed Knife / Battleheart. With the blades equipped, he throws a knife, which inflicts bleeding. Of course, when the character is bleeding, they lose health over time. While wearing the shields, he charges a blast, which gives a shield to allies. So what that ability does, he stays on, or he's standing at, and then he lifts his sword. After that, a big radius comes growing, and whatever a teammate is inside that radius, it gives them a shield. And his third ability is to switch your weapons. Of course, you could use this anytime. Switch your weapons from either a sword or shield. So yeah, that was Sir Oinsworth. Let's move on to the next one. Oakenhook. I don't need crystals to kick butt. Oakenhook is a lone veteran who lives in the woods. He's not a fan of using crystals for war. He believes fighters should use their skills and experience. His primary attack hits with his powerful fist. Of course, he's a tough tank, and some big guys, they have the ability to, they could just punch their enemies. But this guy has some abilities. Herbal tea, he becomes immune and drinks the tea, restoring chunk of your health. So what is this ability does? He's just immune. Like, it's good. That ability is just good. He becomes immune while drinking the tea, and restores a bit of your some of your health. Hook, he throws a hook and pulls enemies close to you. Of course, the range is too large. He could be able to grab enemies from far and pull them to him. And last but not least, Wimpy Jump makes a jump handy for climbing over. Of course, this game, you can't jump in this game, but this guy can. And then we have the last tank of the game, Blizzard. I'll do anything to protect my people. Blizzard comes from a small village, which she swore to protect. Blizzard fights only when she has to. She's the first tank to get a gun. She shoots bullets from her guns, losing ammo in the process. There's gonna be when you start the game, there's gonna be an orange bar next to her head, and that orange bar shows your ammo. Now her abilities. Oh yeah, you can she can't move while shooting, but you can turn her around. That way she could shoot around the map. Her first ability is a gun punch. She punches her enemies, which stuns them. Pretty cool. Sacrifice, which is these abilities that in certain games I don't like. This ability loses a chunk of health and converts it into ammo. I mean, it's good to get some ammo quickly, but it's also bad because it will make you lose health. And last but not least, Jet Jump makes a big jump with her jetpack. Literally, she just jumps at her jumps, and that's it. Well, she jumps kind of high. Then Oxford, I think that's his name is. Now let's move on to the damage dealers. The first damage dealer is Northwind. Let me cool you off of it. So this guy has the ability of freezing. You could tell by him, his background is like snow. Northwind is a mercenary of the frost who will always get his job done. With stolen tweaked technology, he learns how to gain control over the ice. This sly fox kills for both money and fun, and he doesn't need anything about it. His primary attack is shoots 3 ice balls. So honestly, it's just like in real life, you just throw snowballs, but this guy shoots 3. His first ability is Furry State. Heals you a bit. It makes you and your fire rating faster for a short period of time. So you heal, And after that healing, and while you you heal, and while you heal, you go faster, and your shooting is faster. Freeze blast charges a blast which freezes your enemies for 2 seconds. So this guy has a radius just like I think Trigger. No, Sir Oinsworth. Just like Sir Oinsworth, he has a small a radius around him, and whatever an enemy is inside the radius, they'll freeze for 2 seconds. And last but not least, Ice Barricade quickly shoots 10 bullets, which damages and stuns your enemies, which is amazing. You can shoot faster, better, and hit enemies and stun them. Next character is Professor Bombinkle. Red or blue? Yeah, ha 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 ha. Bombinkle is a scientist who turned mad because of his own inventions, losing his status and reputation. Of course, this guy's a scientist, and he uses the ability of his inventions to eliminate his enemies. His primary attack shoots a grenade in a parabole, so that means he's like a thrower. He shoots grenades. The first ability is Red Rocket, shoots a fast rocket, so he just creates a rocket and then he shoots it. It has a very fast projectile speed. Crystal Bomb throws a bomb on the ground which explodes in a big radius, so whatever an enemy is in the radius of the bomb, it will deal damage. And last but not least, Blast Jump. It jumps creating a blast which damages and stuns enemies. So when he jumps, he creates a blast and which damages and stuns enemies, perfect for escaping. The next character is called Scarhood. Think you're safe? Think again. Nobody knows if Scarhood is a person or an entity from another realm. However, it is known that he steals crystals from the rich and gives them to the poor. His primary ability, he quickly hits with a psych, so that means he has two psychs that could quickly slash his enemies. And of course, he does attack very fast. His first ability is Backward Dash. He dashes backwards and gains a 1 frame for 0.3 seconds. And then the second ability is same thing like dashing backwards, but you dash forward. And the same thing gains iframes for 0.3 seconds. And last but not least, Leaping jumps really high. This ability doesn't need to be recharged at all. You can just use it 24/7. He jumps very high, just higher than the other. Sorry about that one. Sorry about that notification. So yeah, he jumps really high, higher than Oakshood and Blizzard, and you can use it anytime. The next the last damage dealer is Patchy Bear. Who wants a hug? Patchy Bear is a weird creation, which wanders the land with his friend Teddy, which is the bear he has on hand, if you could see on the left, right. His abilities have no cooldown. They depend on the power level, which charges passively. So this bear is the first character which we saw in one of Sock's videos in his channel. He teased on Patchy Bear. This guy doesn't need no cooldown. Instead, you have to it depends on his power. So his primary attack hugs, pulling enemies to him. It generates 40 power on hit. If on launch, it costs you need 200 power to use it. Launches people up, dealing stun and damage. His second ability is Blasty Teddy. It requires 200 power. Throws Teddy in a parabole. It throws Teddy in a parabole, and it explodes on impact, of course. And last but not least, Tornado. This one needs 500 power to use. Turns into a tornado and knocks everyone in his way. So yeah, Patchy Bear's the only character that doesn't need no cooldowns for his abilities. You can just use them anytime, but you need power level to use them. And yeah, his abilities are quite good. I like the Tornado one. We saw it in the trailer. He can use the tornado, can turn the tornado to eliminate his enemies. And now for return support characters. The first one is Poppy. I want to see this world blossom. Poppy is an exile from the Flora realm. She puts everyone else before her, trying to share at least a little joy with his world. So yeah, this character is a support character, and of course she has the ability to control the plants and the roots. Her primary attack shoots 2 Vit bullets. They heal allies and damages enemies. We saw this on the trailer. She attacks and to her teammates, which of course it heals them. But also we also saw her attack an enemy and deals damage. Her first ability is Healing Pop. Bursts a blast around her, which heals allies and damages enemy. So I think she has a radius inside of her, and when enemies or teammates are inside, teammates will heal and enemies will get damaged. Deadly Seed puts a seed next to her, and then it heals huge damage when it's fully grown. And last but not least, Rooted. Roots in the ground, bursting 3 healing pops in the process. Poppy gets a temporary speed after unrooting. So what this ability does, she goes to the ground, and then she pops 3 times. That heals her teammates, and after unrooting, that means leaving the ground, she gets a few seconds speed, which is nice. And I don't know if this is true or not, but I don't know if she gets damage while being rooted. Because if she gets damaged while rooted, I don't think this ability will be useful. When she's about to die, if someone attacks her while being rooted, she can't do anything. The next support character is Mystic version 2. Zip, beep, pop. He's a robot a mage wielding shield that chases inaccurate clowns. So this is a half wizard, half machine. His primary attack damages enemies who are close and inflicts armor to his allies. So his hands are tasers. They damage his enemies, and he could use the tasers to fix armors for his allies. Speaking of armor, he has abilities to support enemy teammates with armor. Armor bursts a blast around him, which gives armor to allies. So whatever a teammates in the radius of the robot, it gives them armor. Mystic Pad. He places a pad which gives armor to allies and stuns enemies on blast. So now, whatever a teammate is inside this pad, it gives them armor again. But enemies near inside will get stunned. Zappers shoots 2 long-distance zaps. Each one damages enemies and fixes armor for his allies. So yeah, this machine focuses on armor. The next one is called Antwain. Gee, not this again. Antwain fought in many battles for his colony, purchased a good chunk of his kin. He's not sure how to feel about all that. So this Ant, he's kind of a support but also like an assassin. His primary attack quickly shoots shards which damages enemies. So the range is quite slow, but the projectile speed is fast. His first ability, it doesn't need cooldown. He shoots some lemon genate that heals allies. So whatever he hits a teammate, they heal. Now the second ability is quite good. Ant Bite dashes forwards and bites. Once he bites, the opponent that were bitten will start to bleed. Healy jumps forward and creates a healing blast on landing. So he jumps forward, and then once he lands, it creates a healing blast that heals teammates. And then the last support character is called MYCA or Misa, or I don't know what her real name is. You don't get it. I'm trying to help. The end is night. They offer a way out. You'll be happy for the remaining. Her primary attack, it creates a mist around her, heals allies and damages enemies over time, prevents movement when active. So this character has the ability to command pets. And her primary attack, she creates a area around her that heals enemies and damages enemies. The problem is she can't move while her attack is active. Her first ability is called Morty. So she places a mortar turret named Morty that shoots grenades at faraway enemies. If the turret was already placed, you could swap places with it. So this is the same thing this is gonna happen to the 3 abilities. whatever something is placed, you and that turret will switch, but that's gonna make you lose health. Just to keep you in mind. The next ability is a gun turret named Barry that damages nearby enemies. Same thing with like Morty, you could switch you and or Barry, like if you're standing on the left and Morty and Barry's on the right, you two will switch places. And last but not least, Gonzo plays a launch pad that propels allies and herself forward on touch. So yeah, that's all the characters explained. And for Eon, there will be new characters added soon. For now, we only got these guys. So yeah, that's everything about Eon. We got the same settings, the credits. We got the same thing. The player profiles, the heroes explanation, and I already read how to play the game. And we also got some online. Right now, Amsak and the team are planning to make great servers for everyone to play. But for now, I'm gonna be showing you some gameplay for just a little bit before we wrap up. So yeah, let's try out Northwind. Right now, this is my account. By the way, guys, I changed my name from Henry, that's my real name, to Coral Reef. That's my YouTube channel now. And I created a new poll, which you could see on the community post after you're done with this video. So let's just do some small gameplay before we wrap up. So right now I'm playing as Northwind. Of course, this guy has the ability to shoot snowballs. And if you hold the button, he could attack 24/7. I wish there was someone else to help me practice, but right now I got no one. I'm just by myself. And there's something else that's really surprising. All the characters run instantly, so that means you don't have to hold the button. That means you don't have to hold the button to run; they just run by themselves. Of course, if you okay. Anyways, if you hold the button, the primary attack button, they'll be able to shoot 24/7. Now Frostwind's ability, like the first one, he goes faster, of course, and makes the projectiles more faster. So so yeah, watch this again. So yeah, he shoots faster and gains speed. His second ability, if enemies are inside of that radius, they'll freeze. And the last one, he shoots faster projectiles, of course. So yeah, this is there's only 2 maps and only one game mode, which is called King of the Hex. Sorry about that one. So yeah, if you manage to secure the hex for 150 seconds, you'll win. This is the only game mode we got so far, and only one match. So that means once you finish this game, that means the game is over. The team has won the game. So yeah, that's some Northwind, of course. Let me show you another character, one more character. Let's try Scarhood. So this guy, he shoots very fast. Punches very fast with his sight. His first ability, of course, he dashes backwards. And his second ability, he shoots forward. He dashes forward. And then the last one, which you could use it 24/7, he jumps high, and you could use it 24/7. And the best way to attack your enemies as this guy, you could jump, and then you could. Well, that's not how I did it. You could just jump as fodder, and then you could attack, and then you could start punching, of course. So yeah, that was Scarhood. Of course, that's gonna be everything for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and of course, this is just a beta release. More things will be added very soon in the future. I got some plans that should some good things that should be added. Like they should add a character that I don't know which character, but they are gonna add characters very soon. Now, and there's some and what bugs and what the game needs to be improved. So yeah, you could if you go to Sock's Discord server, which I don't know if some of you are on his server, you could ask him which characters needs to be added, what needs to be improved, and what needs to be fixed. And so yeah, there's not much. So yeah, there's not that much stuff since this is beta, but I'm pretty sure one thing I want to be added was is a free for all game. If they are free for all, every character has to battle for themselves. So yeah, I want to big a big thanks to Sock for making this game. And yeah, I appreciate it. I love this game so much. While I wasn't recording, I was playing with some boss in a stress test, and so far I managed to get some abilities. Oh, I found a good matchup. If you use like I only managed to find only one matchup. So if you use Poppy in one of the tanks, they'll be able to attack without healing. Well, like they don't have to they could just attack 24/7. Or if you use like Northwind or like Patchy Bear, you'll be able to make big explosion, and then that way enemies will just be able or enemies will be able to die in less than a second. So yeah, I want to give out a huge thanks to Sock and Steve for making this game. This game has been amazing, and of course while I wasn't recording I've been looking at it, been playing some stress tests, and I've been using almost every single character, and their abilities are quite cool. So yeah, that's gonna be today's video, and I hope you enjoy it. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Let's hope we get a Explorer 2.5 update very soon. See ya.